Hey folks, so it is raining mightily out here north of Florence. She is certainly having her way with the rest of us, isn't she? Just a couple of updates. So I apologize, September horoscopes, individual horoscopes were not done. It's just been a month. Saturn has been stationing direct, Pluto is stationing direct, and will go direct, officially be direct on October 1st. So just a whole lot of stuff that's been trying to move at the speed of sinking quicksand. So, for those of you who have been involved in trying to get very large-scale projects off the ground, I'm sure you know that it has been difficult at best, and every obstacle and setback and hindrance you can think of has kind of popped up along the way. Um, but it's okay because these things give us a chance to review and take a second look and make sure that we've got everything in order the way it needs to be. So here's, and mind you, we're making this announcement under a Saturn. Saturn just completed its station, and Pluto is making its station. Um, for my Patreon subscribers, you will be invited to. We're doing a very special type of broadcast where it will be like a coffee table chat between you and I. And you'll be able to ask any questions you want, and we will be recording this and broadcasting this to everybody else. So it'll be like a little mini astrology lesson coffee chat about your chart, about celebrity charts, about anybody's charts or particular aspects. And we will do this as a semi-regular type of thing. And we'll even pull celebrity charts and kind of go over them together. So we can use this as a learning tool. So I'm kind of excited about this. This is still in the gestational thing in my head. I haven't quite worked this out yet, but I'd like to make this a lot more interactive for all of us because you guys are going to ask questions that I never even occurred to me to ask because I'm so far past that. And everybody has I know my hair's like crazy, right? And everybody has different perspectives on things, so it's always good to hear what other people are saying or not quite understanding. And I will be rolling the first one out hopefully in October, so look forward to that. In the meantime, if you have questions or things you want gone over, absolutely send me a note, let me know. I'll be working on October horoscopes probably today. I have a cold. I have a stress cold from the other job, so I'm not at my most entertaining. And my computer died. My computer crapped out and I had to replace it. I had to reload a lot of software, still reloading software. Got a whole lot of stuff going on. Always crisis around here. But I will certainly attend to that shortly. And I guess that's it. I just want to check in with you guys, see if you guys are okay. Make sure you're okay. If you're having any issues or any major concerns, obviously feel free to reach out and I'll do the best I can to alleviate any concerns. And I think that's it. I'm doing a lot of writing out here on the rainy porch at somebody else's cafe, which is good. Which is very good, actually. It's good for my head. Yeah. So, and just so you guys are aware, if you are following politics or not following politics, I am following politics. So, there will be, when we've got a lot of news happening with our current administration, I may not always be as prompt with my astrology because what's going on right now is very important. So one of the things on the table is Kavanaugh, this Judge Kavanaugh, who is, they've nominated him, they're trying to seat him for the Supreme Court. And this is extremely important because Supreme Court appointments are lifetime appointments. Once these judges are appointed to the Supreme Court, they have to die before they're removed. So that's a big deal. And I'm sure you guys have read the news bits about Kavanaugh and his history and this whole thing with a woman that was assaulted by him when he was a teenager. And there are a lot of different opinions on this. And, the most important thing, I suppose, is these opinions about what happened or allegedly didn't happen, are very consistent with conversations we have a lot about sexual assault and women and, who deserves it and who brought it on themselves and yada, 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 right? So, and is it really sexual assault if nothing completed, if it didn't go to consummation? So here's the thing that I would say about this particular issue with Kavanaugh, and I want, aside from everything else that makes this man a bad candidate for a Supreme Court seating, here's the most important thing I have to say about that particular incident that this woman alleged happened in high school. So for all the men out there who are reading this, and you can even ask the guys you know, right? Ask the men you know. Like, have you ever, as a teenager, gone to a party and gotten, like off your face drunk? And when you were at this party and you were off your face drunk, did you ever at any time, with the assistance of a buddy, attempt to take hostage and then proceed to sexually assault someone at the party in a room somewhere away from, the witnessing eyes? Were you ever drunk and pulled a stunt like this with a buddy? Never? So the next question is, now ask yourself why, no matter how drunk you got at a party, you were not the kind of man to do something like that, right? And that right there is the explanation and everything you need to know about Kavanaugh and why he's a bad nomination. All right. So I have a lot of strong feelings about this. It's not good. It's not good, this man. But, nothing going on right now is really good as far as the administration is concerned. So, all right. So I'm going to go. I will be back shortly. We'll put some fun stuff up. You guys hang in there. It's colorful times here in the U.S. Colorful times. Bye.